Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue here at the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando. And during the show, one of the hot topics was the Olympics in 2016 and the return of golf to the competitive stage in Rio de Janeiro. We'll be talking with Gil Hans, who is one of the most famous international golf course architects, has his headquarters in Malvern, Pennsylvania, and he was selected along with Amy Alcott to be the golf course designers for the Rio Olympics in 2016. We'll be back with Gil Hans and also Amy Alcott, plus we'll talk to one of the competitors, or a woman that hopes to be competing for a gold medal in Rio. They're coming up next, right here on Inside Golf from the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando, Florida. Inside Golf, presented by PGA Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life, and Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with pgnplus.com. The Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to pgnplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on pgnplus.com. Book your tee time today.
Welcome back to Inside Golf from the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando, Florida. There was a lot of buzz here at the show about the upcoming Summer Games in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. Golf's going to be a big part of it for the first time since the turn of the century. And Gil Hans, noted golf course architect, is right in the middle of things as he and Amy Alcott have combined to design the Olympic course in Rio. Well, we found a guy from Malvern, Gil Hans. Malvern, that's like, when's the last time you were in Malvern, Gil?
It was about 10 days ago. It was a lot colder than where I've been the last 2 weeks, down here at Stream Song Resort and then down in Rio and now back up here in Orlando.
Rio is, of course, I guess, everybody's topic here at the Merchandise Show. You were on a panel here talking about it. How do you remain so calm after what you've been through trying to get this project completed?
I've got a wonderful wife. Tracy keeps me at a good level, and the kids do. Everybody kind of, you just have to understand that a project like this was going to come with some requirements that you're not used to, and there were some circumstances that you couldn't have anticipated. But I've got great support, not only at home but out in the field. Working with Amy Alcott was a real treat, and then Neil, Kyle, Ben, the two Bens down in Rio. Those are the unsung guys. I mean, they live down there permanently, full-time, and worked really hard. So, I mean, when you've got everybody pulling in the right direction, you're comfortable and confident that what you're building is going to be well thought out. It kind of keeps you at a good level. We just had a nice visit from Peter Dawson, Mike Davis, George O'Grady, a bunch of other people, and while we're down there, we're so close to it all the time, you kind of wonder, is it turning out the way you think? And to have their confirmation and their excitement was great.
Gil, you're young guys still. You've been in the business, it seems like, forever. Will this be your signature project, do you think?
Well, I don't know from a golf course standpoint if it will be. I mean, I think we're currently involved with sites that are better, so I'm hopeful that we can translate that into high quality golf courses. But from a public perception and people eyes on our work, I can't imagine how it can get any bigger than this. It's a pretty special opportunity.
The Doral project too with Mr. Trump, I'm sure, is at the top of the list.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great experience. Anytime you get to put your work in front of the best players of the world and have them play it and be challenged by it, I think is a terrific opportunity. And working with Donald, he was, whereas in Rio we had a lot of hesitation and really had to fight for a lot of support with him. if you need it, he gets it, and he takes care of it. And he's always been golf first. At Doral, it's his baby. He was really excited about it and very happy with the way it turned out. But yeah, it was quite an experience with the seeing it on TV. And then working with Donald is pretty incredible.
Final question. Philadelphia has been known for over 100 years for great golf course architects and designers. Tillinghast and Thomas. You're now at the new level of that famed history. Anybody in particular influenced you more than anyone else when it comes to what you do for a living?
Yeah, you know, there's another Philadelphia guy who has been an amazing mentor both to myself and Jim Wagner, my partner, and that's Bill Kittleman, you know, the ex-golf pro
at Marion.
At Marion. He has been an amazing resource for us through the years. Everything that he learned and appreciated from his 30 years being at Marion, he taught us about bunker building, about the form and the shape and trying to make things look natural. So Bill has been an amazing influence on us. So we're happy to have him be part of that Philadelphia connection as well.
Well, we're happy you're still around the area, albeit maybe shorter periods of time. But congratulations, job well done.
Thank you, Harry. Appreciate it.
Amy Alcott, great LPGA player, Hall of Famer.
Yep, thank you.
Amy, talk about this golf course architecture now with in conjunction with Gil Hands.
Well,
it's got to be, for you, another signature moment.
This was, from the beginning, I thought this golf course needed to be designed by a male-female team. And I met Gil out at Los Angeles Country Club when he was starting the remodel there, and we kind of hit it off, and I asked him if he was going to put his hat in the ring to remodel the Olympic course, and he said he was. And you know, formally to the committee and whatever, it didn't come across. It was a Gil Hands, Amy Alcott course. So I took a little bit of a back seat. But he said if we got the job, I would be right out front. So as a Hall of Fame golfer, that was kind of difficult to do. But on the other hand, I was all into learning. I could probably hit a flop shot better than he can, but he definitely knows about grading and irrigation more than I do. So I was open to that, the excitement of learning from a master like Gil. And all the stars aligned. It was pretty amazing in Rio at the presentations, and we ended up beating 20-something other teams. So it's been great. Including,
I think, Annika Sorenstam's hat was in the ring, right?
Yes, yes.
For a little bit.
Yes.
What is there anything in particular, an idea or two that you've shared with Gil that he's incorporated?
Well, I think Gil really gets that, you know, over the years, I hear from women golfers, amateur golfers, that the golf course is just an afterthought from the more forward tees. And let's face it, there are a lot of good men players that should be playing more forward. I'm not into...
A lot of bad men players, too. I'll say that.
I got to tell you, I don't know what they're doing back there, and they're making the game awfully slow.
It's a guy thing.
It's a little macho, but... so I wanted this golf course to be playable. I wanted that to be the mandate. And as Gil saw the same vision, that the playability of this golf course was important, and that we create something that was a great legacy for the city of Rio and create something special for the Olympics. And I think the finishing holes are especially good. We talked about that coming down the stretch. As I said earlier, I watched the men at Marion play, and I didn't think there was a legitimate real birdie hole in the last four. So I think you'll see 16, 17, and 18 be some catch-up holes if people have the guts to go for 16th green.
The way it should be.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you and I ever get out there together, I'll play the forward tees, no problem, as long as you take it back, okay? Is that a deal?
I'll play up with you.
No, thank you. Amy, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Someone who hopes to be playing in Rio in a couple of years as we get closer and closer to those games in 2016. Suzanne, tell me, where would this fit on your lifetime achievement chart to play and perhaps win a gold medal in the Olympics?
You know, for me personally, coming from Norway, which is such a huge Winter Olympic country, being so successful and with the great performances throughout the decades of sports. It's going to be an honor to be able to represent your country and compete in the Olympics. As a golfer growing up, I never thought that would ever happen. So obviously that's a dream that's kind of been slowly built over the last 5-6 years, and it's going to be quite an experience. And I think looking back at your career when you finally decide to kind of say enough is enough, I think having been a part of the Olympic program as an athlete would be one pinnacle.
How about judged against the Solheim Cup? One more important than the other?
You know, every event and every venue kind of has its own story. Solheim has been such a huge part of who I am today and helped me grow as a player. I have memories for life. I've built friendships for life. So I mean, there's so many different aspects than just the actual sporting part and the playing part. But as an athlete, you would like to compete on the biggest arena within your sports. And for us in golf, that's obviously majors. You have the Solheim Cup, you have the Ryder Cup for the guys, and it will ultimately be the Olympics.
How's your game?
My game is in good shape.
Oh, you're honest. A lot of people always have an excuse this time of the year.
I had a much-needed break after 14, which was a frustrating year with some injuries and body not quite cooperating. I've used the time good, rested up, healed up, and I've had some great practice, new coach, new energy, so I'm excited for a new year.
Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you.
Stay right there. We have plenty more coming up from the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando on Inside Golf.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
If you haven't seen it already, I'd like to introduce you to Jersey Man Magazine, published by former Eagle tight end Ken Dunek. It's the only men's magazine in our area. Enjoy articles on cigars, martinis, the mob, business, politics, and, of course, golf. Written by big-time journalists like George Anastasia, Bill Lyon, Sam Carchidi, and many others. Subscriptions are only $20 a year and are available at jerseymanmagazine.com. Welcome back to the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando. When it comes to the merchandise show every year, in particular apparel, well, there's something for men and for the ladies.
Hello, my name is Elisa Margulies. My company is called Physician Endorsed, and we do sun protection with style. So, all of our hats are tested and rated UPF 50+, which is the maximum rating for textiles. So not only are our hats stylish, but they're good for you. And we put in lots of features. So for example, all our hats are adjustable. We understand that not every woman has the same head size, so you customize the fit according to your head size. I'm going to show you this Pitch Perfect. This is one of our most popular styles. I'm going to put it on. It can be molded and styled according to how you want to shape it. And the best part of all is you can pack this and put this in your suitcase. And now I'm going to let Michelle show you one of our cotton hats.
This is one of my favorite hats. I'm from the Cherry Hill area, and I love to come down in the wintertime and help Elisa and just love the line. I've been with her for 7 years when we started. This is the Brookline, and this is also able to be monogrammed for your particular club or spa, and this is 100% cotton. Again, it has the sweatband in a neutral color, so you needn't worry about perspiration or makeup showing on your hat. Also adjustable. I happen to have a small head, and it's perfect for me because it fits myself and anyone with an average size head.
We're finding not only is the market growing in golf, but even in the spa fitness area, which all ties together. And a lot of the clubs now have other areas that incorporate women. So we'll find that a woman who's maybe at the fitness center will still come into the pro shop to buy a cute hat. So really women have asked for, and we've delivered a brand that gives you not only a sun protective hat that can be worn on the golf course, but that can be worn elsewhere as well. If you'd like to know more about our product, you can go to visit our website, which is physicianendorsed.com, or email us at style@physicianendorsed.com, and we'd be glad to talk to you.
Well, you know, when it comes to golf, everybody wears golf shoes with spikes or whatever. And when it comes to after golf, well, maybe we have something that you'd be interested in. Talking about a line of products, Mark Joseph is the line. And Joseph Anteby is the creative director for the company out of Brooklyn, New York. Joseph, tell us a little bit about the history of Mark Joseph.
We targeted about 8 years ago, and I pretty much take my fashion sense and passion and apply it onto a very practical shoe. Driver moccasins, loafers. So in a sense, that's revolutionary in the typical footwear industry. We've always garnered a lot of interest from the golf industry, so about a year and a half ago we decided to officially enter the golf industry with the launching of PGA shell from last year. It was electric. Within the year and change, we're featured in over 200 of the premier golf clubs nationwide.
And the other thing is, it's not just for men. You have quite a display here of ladies' shoes as well.
Yes, we primarily started as a women's business, and we backtracked into the men's business about 3.5 years ago due to the increasing demands for the same kind of product parallel in men. We produce everything with the same craftsmanship in the same factories and with the same touch, targeting the same philosophy. And it works well, so it's a proven philosophy that we're riding on.
Let's go over here to the table. Can you just show me what, from this display here, what would be some of the more popular lines?
A very popular basic of ours has always been the basic Venetian, which is a driver. We put it a full bottom so that it's a little more durable. These are some of our classic in Napa, and then we go to suedes.
And I love the colors. It's like the colors, the whole color of the rainbow, huh?
Yeah, color is essential in our collection due to the fact that we build our collection around core winners, and then we spread out the colors and textures based on those proven styles. So we take a style that's been proven to us on success, we spread it out, as you say, the colors of the rainbow, even for men. Men trends very well with color at the moment, and as you see, we take it to a new loafer of ours, which has been one of them, been creating a lot of buzz. It's got a heel, it's got the flexible sole, and we spread it out in suede colors as a classic penny loafer, but yet it's chic enough to go in diverse crowds.
I love these blue. Huh? What do you think?
Blue,
how would that work
blue.
with me, huh?
Carolina blue.
Am I ready for this?
Yeah.
Because there's only one way to find out, right?
You're wearing the orange, blue? Yeah, why not?
Let me ask you one final question. How would our viewers find out where they can buy your shoes?
They can go on markjosephnewyork.com. That's where they can buy directly from us. If they want to try on locally in any of their local shops, they can see which shops we sell in the area.
Well, Joseph, thanks very much for sharing with us. Good luck. I think you got a winner here.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
All right, we're going to take a short break here at the Merchandise Show in Orlando and be back in just a moment with our teed-off panel right here on Inside Golf. Tiger winning a major again at Augusta, or Rory keeping things not even close?
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
When you step out, make sure you go all in. Because at Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action. And we'll bring it all to the table. So take us for a spin and go all in for the win. Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's safe, it's chic, and only a shuffle away from the main line.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We are at the Valley Forge Casino Resort, the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort, the gaming hall actually, for our teed-off panel. And today we have with us Jack McCaffrey, who is from the Delaware County Times, Mike Kern from the Philadelphia Daily News, and from myphillygolf.com, we have Joe Logan. Thanks, guys, for being here. Let's talk a little bit about this year and the first major, which is now roughly about 40 days away or so, give or take, at Augusta. And it is going to be a chance for Rory McIlroy to win a third straight major and keep alive the possibility of a Rory Slam,
and complete his career Grand Slam.
And complete the career Grand Slam. Or could it be for the first time in 7 years, Tiger Woods wins a major and gets to number 15? And here goes that whole story again coming down the pike. What would be the bigger story, Mike Kern? Tiger winning a major again at Augusta, or Rory keeping things going?
Not even close.
Not even close.
Because Tiger Woods moves the dial unlike any athlete we've probably seen in a sport that needs the dial moved. And Phil Mickelson is probably the closest guy to him, and then you get to, no matter how good Rory is as a golfer. Now, if Rory wins at Augusta and is going to the US Open with a chance to do a Tiger Slam or a Rory Slam, then maybe that changes a little bit, because then you put a little bit more historical significance into it. But I think Rory at some point will probably win at Augusta, whenever that is, and he probably will complete his career Grand Slam. But everybody golf wants to see Tiger get to 15 so they can start all that Nicklaus talk again, and we've been missing that for way too long.
So is it more important for that to happen, Jack, or for golf to start talking about, oh, how about this new era of golf and this new superstar Tiger?
The more
Rory
important
McIlroy
thing for golf would be for Tiger Woods to win again. And if you think that he's going to win again, that's probably when it's going to happen. Obviously, he can win at the Masters. He's ready. They say he's healthy. It would be great for golf if he could win one more time there and get the whole season started. Then that heightens the interest in all the rest of the majors too. The rest of the season sets up that way. So, yeah, now somebody else besides those two could win the Masters, but if Rory would win the Masters, that would be interesting as well, because then that sets him up for the Rory Slam, or maybe winning all four this year. I mean, that'd be completely unlikely. But
I agree completely with what Mike said. Tiger winning a 15th major, getting back into the game, would just reignite the whole Nicklaus chase, which has sort of died out. I mean, no one's talking about it. People are writing Tiger's golf obituary already, and it would breathe life into the game in ways we haven't seen.
Ask yourself this question. Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, what would the ratings be like if Tiger's in the final group, regardless of who's playing with him, or if Rory's in the final group? Now, the ratings would be good either way, but the ratings will be here with Tiger and here with Rory, and that's not a knock on Rory. You know, everybody talks about these new young golfers. Why aren't we talking about Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler? Because they're nowhere near anywhere remotely close to, they haven't even won a major yet. And people, until Tiger Woods walks away from the game and can no longer compete, they're not going to be talking about those guys, and that's just the way the world spins.
They'll watch Tiger Woods. The casual sports fan might not even know that McIlroy hasn't won a Masters. They'll just say, they'll see him out there and they'll say they might root for him or against him. They know Tiger Woods.
Well, it's almost a can't lose for the game of golf, and we're only talking about these two guys. But if Tiger wins, obviously everything you've said is true. If Rory wins, Chambers Bay is going to be an historical location, perhaps, right? Either way, it's going to be historical, but it includes Rory with the chance for that slam. Yeah.
I know what CBS would like to see is Rory and Tiger in the final group, and then at Chambers Bay have Phil in the final group, so he can go after his first U.S. Open.
I should mention Chambers Bay is the site of the U.S. Open in June, and then beyond. What if he wins all four? What if he wins 6 straight? Where would that put it? That would move the meter a little bit, right?
That would rank him ahead of Bobby Jones.
I was going to say, historically.
that would trump Tiger winning a Masters.
Right, but we're putting a golf bag way ahead of the cart.
Yeah.
Correct?
A little bit.
All right, but hey, some great storylines, and we're talking about it. And we still have better than a month to go before that first ceremonial tee shot.
And having said all that,
and Mike Kern will be there.
Some guy, will win that you've never heard of, probably, and we'll all be sitting there going,
Bubba Watson won when it's third.
Well, yeah.
That'll move the needle a little bit. We want to thank, joining us today here at the Valley Forge Casino Resort, Jack McCaffrey.
Thanks, Harry.
Mike Kern, moving that needle, and Joe Logan. And we'll be back with more of Inside Golf in a moment. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only seconds from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, and there are nearly 500 guest rooms, plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list.
Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action. So take us for a spin for the win. Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's safe, it's chic, and only a shuffle away from the main line.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Well, welcome back here to the PGA Merchandise Show, and look who we found. Jack Conley, past president of the PGA of America. Looking dapper. You got the suit, you got the tie. Boy, you are some kind of athlete, I'll tell you.
Well, I don't know about that, but that's just what I do when I'm at the show. It's I'm representing the club North Hills that I'm at, and also the PGA of America. I want to be dressed like this.
You know, and this is, Jack, we were talking a little bit, this is sort of like the Super Bowl and the World Series kind of all meshed into one for the golf world, because this is where people want to be, renew friendships, and also, you know, just see what's going on in your game.
Absolutely. I know that some of the companies who haven't been here in the past are coming back, because it is the place to be if you're involved in golf. I mean, the new product section, I don't know how they come up with new things. I'd love to come up with one of them and then retire, but it's just a great place to be, and the friendships that I've made in the past as an officer of the PGA, you kind of renew and just see good friends.
You know, and it's not just people from this country, internationally. We were standing before we went on here in the lobby, and a fellow came up who probably you haven't seen in years, from Sweden.
Right. Well, I saw Michael at the Ryder Cup. He's from Sweden. He's on the Ryder Cup committee, and it's nice to see him here. And there'll be some other friends that I've made overseas that'll be here as well. So it's just a great place to be, and renew friendships and keep friendships.
And once in a while, you may even get out and try to test one of those new products on the golf course, right?
Well, I tested some yesterday before I came down, and I'll be testing some next week when I stay down. So it's great.
It's always a pleasure.
Thanks, Harry.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf for the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando. Hope you enjoyed our conversation with noted golf course architect Gil Hans and his partner, Amy Alcott, on that design of the Olympic course in Rio. And next week, we'll be back with more from Orlando and the annual PGA Merchandise Show. I'm Harry Donahue, and remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. See you next week from Orlando on the Merchandise Show here on Inside Golf. Inside Golf, presented by PGN Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life, and Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.